Hey guys, as you can see here, I've made some pretty intense changes to the color scheme of my Genesis Code script. When you click on buttons that toggle, they turn to a darker gray. And if they're untoggled, they turn back to a whitish color. If you go to play mode, there's an issue of the colors contrasting with the change in the tint of the play mode user interface. So if you want to fix that, you can go over here, edit, preferences, colors, and just take it to complete white so that it doesn't become distracting. Anyways, the teleport action. Teleport action lets you teleport game objects to other locations. So right here I've set up a script that teleports the current object to the origin position, so pretty much it does nothing. But I'm going to set it right now to move to that position, 111. There you go. Now you can also set it to change, to set the origin object as itself. Set itself as the origin object. So rather than changing the position to 111, it actually adds these values. So it's going to continually move that way. See? So that's how origin objects work. They work kind of in relativity. So you can think of it like using one object as a way to kind of determine where this object will go. Like, say for example, I might want a faraway spawn point. So I can take this cube and I can set this as the spawn point. And then when I click on it, it's going to go to that location. Another cool thing that I've added for the teleport action is something called group value. This didn't exist very recently, so I've just added it in as I was making these new tutorial videos. What it lets you do is that it lets you fill in multiple position fields at once. So say for example, I want to change it to 3. I want to change all these fields to the value of 3. I would just simply press this, and it will automatically fill in all those values to whatever value I put in this blank. So while it's still gray, while it's still toggled, it will continue to copy whatever I type in there to these position fields. And when I turn it off, it doesn't copy it anymore. So that's really useful if you want to fill in multiple fields, if you have some kind of idea on what position you want it to go to. But it's especially useful if you toggle the random position. Because in random position, many times you want it to teleport to a location within a given area. So if I can just enable apply values, you can see that automatically sets it to from negative to a positive value. So it creates, in a sense, kind of like a radius. So let's say I wanted to teleport to like this radius, and the origin object, since there's no origin object, I set it to none. It's going to do it at 0, 0, 0. The origin is still going to be 0, 0, 0. So let's see what happens. Oh, And let's set the interval to 0.3. Yep, you can see that it goes to random positions. You can see it going like many different directions. And then you can also change the group value to see like just how far it goes with its kind of like teleportation. If you set the group value to a low number, it actually looks like it's kind of shaking. So it's cool for those types of effects. And then if you set it to 0, it doesn't go anywhere. See? So teleport action is really good for those types of situations. And you still have the random position, you still have the apply value, you have these new functionalities. I've gotten rid of the the check mark because it took up a lot of space. Like the check mark only took up a line of space, and I feel like I could have easily fit it into a button that changes colors. So that's why I got rid of the check mark ticks. Alright, so that's pretty much how to use the teleport action. If you have any more questions, please post them in the comment section below, or you can send them on my forum. You can send them on my Genesis Code forum thread if you have any more questions. I'll be posting more videos soon, guys, so stay tuned for that. Alright, later.